Well, I wanted to increase the energy efficiency of my home for a couple of reasons. One is I'm a parent, and I like to walk the talk for my son. I'm a single-income homeowner, and I wanted to reduce my heating costs.
Thurston Energy is a joint program of the Thurston Economic Development Council and the Thurston Climate Action Team.
I was a little nervous that I was going to get recommendations that I just simply couldn't afford.
I was thinking about upgrading my windows, and I had been to several home shows and got quotes, and the estimate that I had received was around about $10,000.
I felt informed and encouraged and empowered to do things that were very easy to afford.
The gentleman came in very professional, and at the conclusion of his assessment he said, "You don't need to have your windows replaced," and that saved me $10,000.
I was really impressed with the way the guys came to assess the energy in my house, because I had heard about these blower door tests, but I had never actually seen one.
They blocked off all the air in the house and put that big fan on the door and sucked the air out of the house.
We sat down and talked about my energy usage, what my habits were, and then they walked around my house and I got to go with them.
The assessment allowed me to really get a full picture of my house's energy efficiency.
The biggest surprise was the ductwork under the house that was not sealed, that was allowing heat to escape under the house.
A lot of ductwork that run under my house, and it was sucking up sort of dirty, damp air from underneath my house and putting it into the house. So it was creating a lot of dust and a kind of a musty smell. That's all gone away now.
If you're looking at a window that's leaky, you can feel it. You can feel the leaks, but you'd think it's coming through around the window, but it's actually, a lot of it was coming out like under the trim below the windowsill. That's where the biggest part of the leak was.
But then I've got a long list of DIY kind of projects that I can do, which is about sealing up holes.
The infrared camera really reveals a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily think of.
My impression of the process of the energy assessment was that, one, it was very, very professional, and I was quite surprised at how thorough it really was, because not only did the team look at the outside of my house, but also they did a thermal imaging scan of every single room to figure out if there were any cold spots.
When you're saving energy, you're also saving money, you're reducing your greenhouse gases, and you're building your economy all at the same time. Once a customer has had an assessment, either on the residential or the commercial side, we recommend qualified contractors to them so they can go ahead and make some of those improvements.
And then the follow-through with the work that we were able to do, that follow-through was excellent from Thurston Energy. And the contractors that did the work were tremendous. So this is one of the better experiences we've had with anybody who's been in our home, period.
Thurston Energy is the connection between the contractor who wants to provide an energy efficiency upgrade and the customer, the home or business owner that wants to do the right thing for the environment and access an energy efficiency upgrade for their home or business.
I have colleagues I work with that I know have called, and it's been fun because we've been able to share, well, who did your installation and who's working on your storm windows, and it's generated a lot of good conversation in my office.
Thurston Energy is working with local credit unions to offer energy efficiency loans at good interest rates and good terms so that people can fund some of the larger energy efficiency upgrades that they might need, like furnaces or new insulation, windows, that sort of thing.
I would say that this is probably some of the best money that I've spent on this house because it answered so many questions.
There's so much talk now of, living a green lifestyle, but most people don't really know where to begin. And I think this gives people a really good foundation because these are changes that they can make within their own homes.
It was a real natural step for me to take in my home ownership, and if it hadn't been for Thurston Energy, I don't think I would have gotten it done.
It's kind of a one-stop shop. They have the answers, and they can help you find the ones that they don't have. One is a concern about climate change and lowering carbon footprint, The other is a concern about your electricity bill. So I'm really glad that I had it done. It was worth it.
It's a good time to do it, so I encourage people to seize the day.